So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're just doing a bit of timber falling. This is not for firewood. It's these elder trees there are an absolute dirt of a tree. There's actually a bigger one up here. There's a small one there, that's a big one. I'm going to have to try and fall that eventually as well. Will it fall today? I don't know. Because I would like to have my dad here with me as well, when we're especially cutting big trees. But yeah, we're actually doing pretty well. So got this tree down. You couldn't really see me in the shots, apologies, but sure, what can you do? Yeah, I actually started hacking away at it. Firstly with a axe, but I would have been fucking ages at it, and that took a nice little bit. I had to cut right. I'll just take my goggles and stuff away. My ear goggles and stuff. You can see I had to cut the whole way down to here before she cracked, and I actually came down from another angle as well. So we do have a good reason why we cut down these elder trees. These elder trees grow so fast. The rate they grow at for 1 year is equivalent to 15 years of another tree species, and they just grow everywhere, and they're shocking dirty. And they're just really overridden the whole yard, so we're going to have to cut down the big ones, because that's where we're actually getting the smaller trees out of, small elders. We do have other trees in the yard, but we don't really mind them because they're different trees. They're not actually as damaging. But yeah, so we're just going to get rid of these elders. You see me cut this one, I'm going to cut another one, but first I'm going to show you a tree I cut before this video a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, enjoy. So here is where I cut another tree down. This was a couple of weeks ago. I actually cut it down with an axe, believe it or not. I chopped it at the base and I hacked right through it, and then I just put a rope on it, pulled it, and the whole lot just, luckily it went the right direction. I chopped it into, and yeah, then I just chopped it up just to as well to so now, like, when I come back up here at the major, I can clear it. But it's grand to get another elder down. There's another elder over there that I want to get cut as well. That's a big bitch of a tree, and it's actually half rotten, believe it or not. But it grows that much that the rot can't even take hold on it. But yeah, but luckily in this one's case and the other one's case, there was nothing really there for it to damage. But in the near future, I will end up cutting down the last two elders, because as you can see, there's more trees. I'll show you the other trees, what's the damage being caused. So here's some of the damage. As you can see, trees fucking growing everywhere, and they love growing between cars and bursting out through wings and all that sort of stuff. So it's a full-time job to kind of keep these down, but they're just going to get worse if we don't actually cut the big ones down. So that's what we're aiming for. This one of them. Here's another I went there cutting the other day. As you can see, it's starting to rot down. It's just young trees, look, all that. It just grows and grows and grows and won't stop. Over here is the same. I cut that more times and it just keeps growing back. So by right, we'll be able to move the cars out of here and actually get some groundwork done, and then you can put the cars back the way you want. Look, all them, they're all elders. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a combine behind that. You can't see the combine. Now the combine's on its side and it's all scrapped, but it's not a big one either. But it goes to show how much, like, just grows straight off, like, oh. But the best thing about them is they're easy cut. That's the only thing. They're very easy cut. When you cut them, they're cut, but you can actually see last year's rotten wood underneath the fresh stuff. That's last year's. That goes to show the re-energy it has of it. Like, that stump under there just kept growing. It'll just keep growing until it's relentless. It never dies. Just does not want to die. And there's more of it as well. More of them there. So yeah, that's what we're at the moment. Blasted elders. There's not too many left. There's only that big adult one, and then there's that other one I'm going to show you. So this is an area of after clearing. I put the rope onto the tree. I'm going to start cutting parts of this down. This is another elder. As you can see, it's after growing several different parts, but I'm just going to chop it in bits, and we'll hopefully get it to knock, even if it to get these trees down. That's actually an old Datsun Laurel, big blue station wagon. That's what that is. But anyway, that's what we're at the moment. I'm going to try and cut some of this out of it, and yeah, we'll see you in a bit. By the way, if anyone's looking for a good engine, give us a shout. There's this good engine here. She has the top gun off her already, so she needs just to be freed out. Put a new rocking cover, fix the timing in her, a new head cover. She'll be grand. She'll definitely run again, alright. Wouldn't you think, Pigs? Huh? Not I'm just pulling it out of the ditch. She's oil filter. Here's your timing chain. That comes included, and yeah, she's all there. Carburetor fitted on and all. Like what's not like. So as you can see there, guys, I'm just hacking away at the tree. So every time I'm just going to be, I just cut it in sections. A big part of it is just always make sure you keep your path cleared in case you have to actually run away from the trees or the tree you're felling. Always have an escape route, and mine was just there by the car where I came in. So yeah, I just made sure that I had a way out just in case if that never happened. But yeah, enjoy anyway. So as you can see there, my chainsaw is running really well, and that's the way you'd want it. And obviously with a good sharp chain, there's nothing worse than a chainsaw that won't cut. Especially, but when you have a good chain, there's actually a still chain on mine, and I do all my sharpening myself. It's a great job, and it just cuts through wood like butter. So yeah, you can see there the chips are just pouring out of the chainsaw. And I always make sure that I always clean out. I take the bar off then, and I just clean around where the oiler is and all that. And I always just keep it oiled up. And when you're refilling the tank with fuel, two-stroke fuel, obviously make sure you have oil in it. But I always check my oil, and I always just get premium chainsaw. Boom, she's down. Yeah, she was actually kind of hanging on a ledge, and had to kind of try and figure out how to get down. It's kind of suspended in midair, so that's why I was kind of walking around it a bit. And the engine to try and climb across that engine I showed you. but I eventually got it down and chopped up. So yeah. As you can see there, she's almost down, but she's actually just suspended. She's not totally broken away from the base of it yet, and I was just afraid because it was such at a height that if it did cut it, it would spring back and hit me. So I was I was just careful enough. I wasn't throwing it at it. I just kind of pushed it away from me. But yeah, great little saw, and enjoy the rest of the video. So, as you can see, I still have a bit more of the tree left, elder, but I'm actually going to cut that off camera. But I did go ahead and just done a little bit more with it. It's always good to get a chainsaw with a chain brake, because this is where it really comes into its own. Chain brake always just shuts off your chain when you're walking around foliage, so you never ever risk your chain spinning when you're trying not to navigate over areas where you can trip and fall. It's really good that way. And yeah, when everything's tuned up right, it's really a pleasure to work with a chainsaw. So yeah. We got there in the end. Jesus Christ. I know we have more left, but sure, look what you need out. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.